Good morning. Welcome to Great Transition Strategies Monday morning stand-up. 5 minutes to hopefully get your week off to a great start. In this case, March 1st, get your month off to a great start and possibly make you a more effective leader. So, what's our topic today? Our topic is measuring yourself. All right? How are you measuring yourself? I'm Gary Simon. I'm an executive coach. Well, let me ask you a question. Do you, a family member, or some colleagues ever talk about an individual who really knows where they're going with this is where they're going, they know why they're going, they know why they're going there? That's what I do. I work with individuals to help them get the clarity, individuals and organizations, help them get the clarity of who they are, where they're going, why they're going there. So let's help you do that today. Let's talk about measuring yourself. Go back to the beginning of the year. Well, and by the way, March 1st, 16% of the year is behind us. We're moving along, aren't we? So now think about the year and think about some of the big goals that you set for yourself. You might have some big, hairy, audacious goals and you're looking forward. Wow, I got a ways to go, right? Put a stake in the ground. On one or two of those goals that you set for yourself, state, this is where I am. This is where I am in relation to that goal. All right? Have it. This is where I am. So first, you've set an assessment. Next, how are you measuring yourself? Many times we have these, as leaders, we have these big goals way out in front of us. And you look back. So here we've completed 16% of the year. You might be 25% towards your goal, but you're looking, I have 75% to go. It's a very valuable opportunity to consider how you are measuring things. Look back over your shoulder. Wow, we've traveled along. Look at how far you have traveled to get where you are today. It's very valuable to look back, and there might be some celebrations you missed. You might need to go back and celebrate. Hey, that was a really significant milestone that we met, and celebrate those. So look back over your shoulder. So how are you measuring yourself? Forward or looking back sometimes? Next, what are the metrics you're using? Cost, schedule, performance. Quantitative measurements are always easy. Are we on budget? What's our revenue? How many clients do we have? How have we grown compared to last year? They're easy to measure. So what are you measuring? And are you measuring the right things? So I would say, as you're assessing yourself, go back and take a look. What am I measuring? Am I measuring the right things? And here's something I'd ask you to consider. Should intangibles along with those cost, schedule, budget, should intangibles be in there as well? How's my team doing? Are they burned out? How are they feeling? Are they below their capacity? How are our customers feeling about us, about what we're delivering? What intangibles should you have? So you put a stake in the ground, you measure yourself. Number two, what are you measuring? Are they the right measurements? And maybe should you add some intangibles in there? So those are two. 3, are you measuring at the right frequency? One of the things in working with individuals, what we work on is, what's the frequency of doing things? Should you increase that, particularly on something new? Should you do it more frequently? And I call that prototyping. Okay, let's try this new thing, but let's do it in shorter sprints. Sprints, agile program management. Hey, we're going to do this for a week, 2 weeks, assess where we are, take that and move forward. So are there parts of your organization, your business, that should be the way it has been, long, big steps, and other parts of it, maybe smaller steps, so you can measure with the detail that you need and really test? Because that might tell you, hey, I need to pivot. We need to pivot. We're not measuring the right things here. Or, hey, this is really, this qualitative thing is really telling me something. We need to change something. All right. So what are we talking about here? We talked about putting a stake in the ground. Where are you with relation to some big goals you set? What are you measuring? Are you measuring the right things? And do you need some qualitative? Do you need some intangibles that you need to measure as well to help inform you? And what's the frequency? Do you need to change the frequency? Are there parts of your organization that you should be measuring in big steps and others in smaller steps? So here you are moving forward. Starting the 3rd month, where are you today? Where do you want to be at the end of this month? Or where do you want to be 2 weeks from now? Where do you want to be? What are you going to measure? And how are you going to get yourself there? What changes are you going to make to tweak to get you where you ultimately want to be? Thanks for listening. Hope you found that helpful. Talk to you next Monday morning, 8:30 at the next Monday morning stand-up. Thanks. See you next week.